Hi guys, I'm David and this is Jeanette. Together we are Low Range 4x4 Adventures. For the last few years we have been doing some epic trips to amazing locations across Australia. Subscribe and like our videos and hit the notification bell to join us on our adventures. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is our 2019 trip up to the Cape. We decided to go up for another look. So we headed out of Mackay, made our way up to Innisfail and then headed west up through the tablelands and onto the dirt through Herberton on our way to Chillagoe. We camped at Emu Creek on that road, and then once we got into Chillagoe, we checked out all the caves and the amazing local attractions. When we left Chillagoe, we headed north and camped on the Walsh River. We then made our way north again towards Palmerville Station and onwards to Maytown. We then headed up the old coach road. Once on the old coach road, we took on all the challenges that it presents. We decided to do the Old Folders Hotel route over the range. This put the massive step up in front of us. We hit it and we winched up over it. We don't have any video because someone held the camera beside them. We camped on the track that night, and then the following day we made our way through the rest of the track and back onto the Peninsula Development Road. We stopped at the bend at Cowan and then headed on to Weipa. Once in Weipa, we stocked up on supplies, spent a couple of nights at the caravan park, then we made our way up to Pennyfather River with the idea of camping up there. Unfortunately, once we got up there, we realised that we'd really broken something on the old coach road. So we headed back to Weipa with plans of trying to get it fixed. Once back in Weipa, we realised that what we'd done was broken a CV on the passenger side. So we made the decision to continue our trip. We headed across to Bramwell Station and then we made our way up through the tally track and decided not to do any of the hard stuff because we'd done it before and just check out what people were doing. We then made our way from there through to Bramwell Junction and up through the bypass track to continue north on the old tally track. We got through to Cockatoo Creek, got through there and then made camp for the night. The next morning we packed up and headed north on the tally track with the aim of heading to Fruitbat Falls for lunch and then on to Elliot and Twin Falls to stay a couple of nights and enjoy the beautiful waterholes. We headed out of Elliott Falls and headed north up the Telly track. We tackled a couple of creek crossings and checked out the secret waterfall. It's a beautiful place to have a swim and refresh in the morning. We then went out of the Telly track and back onto the PDR and made our way all the way up to the Jardine River ferry. Once we got across the ferry, we headed on our way up to Bamaga, then made our way to Punsan Bay, where we spent a couple of nights camping before heading across the four-wheel drive track to the road up to the tip. We made our way through the tip and got that famous photo. We then headed south again, topped up on supplies at Bamaga, and made our way to Mutty Head in the Jardine River mouth. We spent a couple of days at the Jardine River mouth before heading south again and making our way to Captain Billy's Landing. We overnight camped there, then we left and headed south again with the plans of heading through the Frenchman's Track. We got onto the Frenchman's Track, made our way through the Wenlock and headed in. We decided that we'd continue through and tackle the obstacles that came along the way. We got through the Wenlock no problem at all, and then we got through to what used to be a small creek crossing, but is now a little bit more difficult. We got to the creek crossing and decided which way we were going to try and get through it. What we tried first didn't work. We winched and winched and winched, but just couldn't get out. So we decided we'd go the other way and got some help from another four-wheel driver to get us out through that section before heading on to the Pasco River. We continued on through the track without too much problem. We then got to the Pasco River, surveyed the situation and made our plan, which went off without a hitch, down into the river, across and back up the other side without too much drama. Sunset of the trip, wouldn't it? We headed out of the Frenchman's Track and made our way across the Chili Beach. We went over to Portland Roads for dinner for the night, which was absolutely delicious. Then we headed south again, made our way to Musgrave Station, and then headed into Lakefield National Park, stayed at Power Crossing, and then headed up to Cape Bedford and across to Cape Melville, and then through the Starkey track back towards Cooktown. We headed out of the Starkey track into Hopevale and made our way to Eddie's camp for a couple of nights. What an incredible place that is. The sunsets and sunrises are phenomenal. We left that area, made our way through to Cooktown, and then down via the Lion's Den, through to Wudjil and the Bloomfield Falls, and then onto the Creb track, where we stayed at Roaring Meg for a couple of nights, then completed the Creb track, and made our way through to the Daintree, where we spent a couple of nights staying with friends before making our way back to Mackay. This brings our trip to the Tip 2019 to an end. We had an amazing trip, saw some incredible stuff. If you guys want to follow our adventures, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll know when we've got some new videos. Thanks for watching, guys.